Hello and welcome to Hillary Encourages, a voice of encouragement to the nations. I am Hillary, the voice and the face behind Hillary Encourages. I pray that you're all doing well today. And if not, I pray that it will get better for you. Today, I want to share just a quick word of encouragement on the topic complete obedience to God. Many times God is asking of us to do things that are not the easiest of things to do. I am a walking, talking testimony of that. Because when God gave me the directive to do Hillary Encourages, I'm like, what? God, me? And I sat on it for a while until I gave in, and here I am today. So when God gives us a directive, let us purpose to be obedient to what God is asking us to do. He is the only wise God, and He knows why He is asking of you to do whatever it is that He has given you the directive to do. God requires us to be completely obedient to Him. Remember, partial obedience is still disobedient. We see it happening in 1 Samuel chapter 15, where King Saul was partially obedient to God, and it cost him his entire kingdom. God said to him, go and destroy the entire nation of the entire nations of the entire nation called the Amalekites. And God said to him, destroy everything. But he was selective, and he spared the king's life, and he took the best of the land. And because of that partial obedience, he lost an entire kingdom, to the point that God said He regretted making him king. So I want to encourage us today. Let us be obedient to God. You know what God is asking of you to do. You know the directions that God has given you. We sometimes tend to want to please men. We tend to want to be in full standing with men. But it's better to be out of standing with men and be in full standing with God. So I encourage you today, complete surrender, complete obedience to God. That is what God requires of us. The late Dr. Charles Stanley, is always quoted as saying, obey God and leave all the consequences to Him. Don't worry, God can deal with the consequences. And if God is asking of you to do something, it means that He knows that you as well can deal with the consequences. So I leave you with this word of encouragement. Obey God and leave all the consequences to Him. And as my mentor is also quoted as saying, he always says, obedience to God is the highest form of worship. So if you want to give God your best worship, just be obedient to Him. Complete obedience to God. And on Hillary Encourages, I always remind you to remind yourself that with God, I can, I shall, I will. And I ask you kindly, if you haven't already done so, to please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share, leave your comments. And if you want to also follow me, I ask you to also follow me on social media. You could find me on Facebook at Hillary Encourages. You can also find me on Instagram at Hill Encourages, and on TikTok at Hill Encourages 14 exclamation mark. Thank you, and God bless you. And remember, with God, I can, I shall, I will. See you next time.